Okay, folks, this will be a challenge, as off as they usually are. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. Sorry about the blurries. Got to make sure it's not blurry on this, because I tried to shoot in bedroom light last week and it was blurry as well as bad lighting, so I wasn't happy with that when I watched it. Didn't notice it, failed to notice that it was all blurry. Sorry folks if you've watched that video and it looked absolutely shocking. Okay, out it comes. No, not out it comes, up it comes, or whatever. Sorry, folks. Anyway, we got here one of these gift bags. Not the best. Missing a handle. Don't know why they sold it at full price, but I didn't ask. I didn't bother asking. I just took it. See how we go with this. That was a bit of a shitty... I should have used the camera hand to press the start button, but you never know, this might come up looking good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. That looks quite nice. I think we could use that. We're just going to take a section out of it and enlarge it. So that's come up a happy accident, I do think. So yeah, that worked well for a change. So I'm wondering how big we're going to make this. We're going to make it maybe that size. Maybe we can maybe up the contrast and maybe darken it a bit. So this is our bag. I don't think anyone's going to want this, to be honest. Maybe I could recycle it. I'll have to get rid of the handle, however. So that looks really interesting. So, gonna make that go in here, like so. Wondering how we're gonna make this look. So we're just gonna line it up over the edge of that, just a tad. Let's see how we go with this. Don't know if it's going to look any good, folks. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks really quite nice. We've still got a bit of that there, but apart from that, it looks good. Wondering if we're going to maybe enlarge it a bit more. Or maybe on the vertical, we're going to enlarge it a bit more on the vertical. I think the vertical is where we need a little bit of extra enlargement, so we're going to make it 145. Yeah, at least it's not so overcast at the moment. It's still got a bit of sunshine left. Yeah, well, you need to enlarge that a bit more. We've enlarged some of that off, which looks good, but we need more enlargement to make it better. So we're just going to go here. My pick is it's going to be 150. So not my nose pick. No, I mean my pick here. I always think of nose picking when it comes to the phrase, this is the pick. Like, it was because there was a tissue paper commercial for facial tissues which said Australia's #1 pick. I think it was Quilton, not the toilet paper but the tissues, the facial tissues, Australia's #1 pick or something to that effect. I'm actually thinking that's going to be the centre. And since then, that's why I think of the word pick as a nose pick. Like it has a picture of a nose and it says Australia's #1 pick. This photocopier's doing some fuck up things. Don't know why. It's a wonder this photocopier hasn't broken yet. I've had it for more than 2 years and I still haven't had an actual breakdown yet, or even a paper jam. Well, paper jams in Konica Minolta terms are usually end up being requiring a technician to remove the paper. Someone from Officeworks agreed with me on that issue that I told him about my old photocopier requiring service because of a paper jam, and he said the same thing, that's what they're like. So it's not just me, it's other people as well who can see that. So Konica Minolta gets the thumbs down when it comes to paper jam clearance. I don't know what machines he was talking about, but I just know that he mentioned he agreed with me about Konica Minolta machines jamming and requiring a service technician to come and unjam it, which is really not right. It shouldn't be like that. Now I'm just wondering which way is going to be. Might have to do a switcheroo with this, I've got a feeling, because I've just worked out that maybe there's a better way of presenting these instead of this. So this is our first one. That looks really nice. So we're just going to do a quick switcheroo. It may not work as well as I'm thinking with the switcheroo, but it might just. Now we just have to move the pieces this way and this way, if I'm correct. But basically, yeah, it's like paper jams in KM devices are really bad. And we wonder why this happens, folks. Why we have such bad experiences with our copier product. And it's because the companies just care about money. And they don't care about you or I or the customer in general. They just care about themselves and their fucking revenue. And they like to make a quick dollar making shit, nasty product. Anyway, that looks good as well. I don't know which one looks better. I think now we can just call this demo quits.